It's been a problem within the social space that creators cannot monetize very easily.
Hi guys, welcome back to TALKCHAIN channel. I'm Choco, the host of today's AMA. TALKCHAIN is a blockchain media based in Malaysia, striving to serve the community by delivering quality blockchain and crypto-related contents as our contribution towards the growing gem space. So all of us know that NFT has been the hottest topic among the blockchain communities in the year of 2021 so far. But today, our invited guest is not an NFT artist. Instead, we have invited the founder of the first social NFT platform to our channel. So this platform allows users to mint, to purchase, to stake, and to earn with NFTs. Isn't it sounds interesting? Now let us welcome our guest of today, Mr. Leon Lee, the CEO and founder of Only1 to join the talk. Welcome, Leon. Hi, Leon.
Hi, pleasure to be here. Thank you for the kind intro, Choco. My name is Leon, founder and CEO of Only1. I'm looking forward to this interview and to tell you more about me and the company.
Okay, so maybe we can start with a short summary of Only1 is all about and what are you guys trying to achieve?
So I actually came from a biotech background. I was trained as a genetic engineer, and then I've been joining several different startups ever since, mostly in software. Around 2016-17, I also invested in a few ICOs. Most of them did go to zero because I think a lot of the white paper back then did not really require a blockchain to build something. And I think that's a bubble that we're seeing in recent times as well. And earlier this year, we've all seen the boom of the NFTs, right? All the way from crypto kitties, crypto punks, and all that stuff. And I think that really educated a lot of users on what NFTs are and what they can do. But then it's my opinion and my team's that I think the future of NFT is not going to be collectibles, but rather NFT should serve as a feature inside a bigger product rather than being a product on its own. Because I don't think a picture of a rock should cost $1.3 million. That's my opinion. However, NFT essentially is a unique digital identifier that is verifiable. And so that technology can be applied to many other verticals. Like right now, we're seeing a lot of adoption in the gaming space, Axie Infinity and whatnot. So me and my team, we sat together and tried to think like how else can NFT be innovated in other existing business models or industries. So one of the things we stumbled across was social space. So social space, just to give you a bit more background, it's been a problem within the social space that creators cannot monetize very easily. For a content creator on YouTube, for example, you're always at the risk of being censored or demonetization. And also, like sometimes if you want to make money, you do have to go through gatekeepers, outsiders like dropshipping, merchandise sales, sponsorship, shoutouts, and all that stuff. So creator economy has always been a problem. On the other side of the table is us, the users, the viewers, the fans. Like for us, we are controlled by the almighty algorithm. What we get to see on our discovery page, or even if we follow people, like Instagram decides to show us the ones that would get more engagement or more conversion. Because why show you a picture of a dog if I can show you a picture of a hot guy and that would make you buy protein shake, right? So I think that's the downside of centralized legacy social media. So web-free social platform has always been this dream that a lot of projects try to build. So this is where Only1 comes in, right? Like we are the first NFT-powered social media built on Solana. We do this via NFTs and creator staking pools. So we can get into more details about that later. But just to give you more context on like social media on the blockchain, it's like a brief history. Even back in 2016-17, there's been other projects which you might have heard of, like Steemit or Mithril or Gifto. Most of these projects revolve around rewarding content creators for producing quality content, whether it's written article or photos. Most of these projects don't really exist anymore because they're heavily based on rewarding people, but then there's no real use case for the token. So that became hyperinflationary, and that's that. And then before Only1, like around this era of Web3 social media, we've seen things like BitClout, Roll, Rally. These guys mostly do something called social currencies or creator tokens, where every content creator has their own fungible pool of tokens, and they would expect the users to trade these tokens in speculation of the popularity increase of the creator. So I think this is really interesting from an economical standpoint, but they are more like leveraging social media to do more trading, which is not really prioritizing social engagement. So we're trying to really prioritize social engagement via the NFTs. And looking forward to tell you more and if you have any more questions so far.
Yeah, I believe that our next few questions are going to be surrounded based on what you have said. And one of the questions pop up in my mind is, what makes your team decided to start at Solana's chain but not other chains like Ethereum?
Yeah, so I think we are a social platform, and that one of the most important thing about a social platform is the community and the network effect, which means the value of the network grows as the number of users grow. So scalability is very important. On a Web3 social media, we need to enable microtransactions, meaning people have to transact with the underlying blockchain rather frequently and not just during big trades. So it wouldn't make sense for them to pay $50 or $100 every transaction. So the reason why we go with Solana is because of its scalability, but we are platform agnostic. We're not like super tribalistic about Solana. However, we do believe that at the current landscape of the blockchain industry, I think Solana is currently the best solution for a future of social media.
The next question is about the creators that you're targeting. So what type of creators are you guys targeting first? Is that NFT artists or music artists or some famous actress, or just Instagrammers? Like, who's your target?
So I think it's kind of this idealistic dream that people want to have all these mainstream adopters. But I think the current landscape of the industry as a whole, and I'm talking cryptocurrency, entire market, I think 80% are still moon boys. They're here to make a quick buck. And if we're looking at the real users, and I'm talking about users who go to these platforms, solve problems, get value outside of just money, I don't think it's still a very, very big number. Therefore, the initial go-to-market strategy for us is really try to target the majority of people in the cryptocurrency space by using cryptocurrency influencers. If you YouTube search BitBoy, who's the biggest influencer right now, he did a video on Only1 as well. And also we have most of the other YouTubers and also crypto Twitter anons as our investors early stage as well. So that's our main go-to-market strategy. However, I do believe that crypto space is reaching a point of widespread adoption. And by that, I mean mainstream users will be using blockchain without even knowing. So that's the point that we have to reach before crypto really reaches mainstream, because no one's gonna learn how to use the Phantom wallet, learn what a staking pool is, and then understand how to store your NFT in a safe space. It's just a lot of friction for everyday users right now. So I'm looking at a lot of different solutions that really bridge the Web3 platforms to the mainstream, simplifying the UX. One of the examples would be Audius, which is also a consumer app, which they did build on Solana. Awesome choice. So I think what they did was they helped mainstream users use their platform easily by using a Hedgehog wallet. It's something they developed which allows people to use a Web3 social media without touching a browser extension wallet, for example.
And also, I would like to know which region we'll be targeting for the creators.
I think the crypto industry, right, is not big enough for us to selectively choose a region. It's not like, okay, we're going to do the Vietnamese market or we're going to do the US only. I think it's just the industry is small enough that I think it actually makes sense to say we're going to go global from day one. And by global, I mean crypto space. But if you're talking about the mainstream, which we are going to target as well, outside of crypto, we are also looking at music, athlete, and esports. We mainly have advisors and team in LA because that's where Hollywood is. That's where all the party is. That's where all the influencers are. That's a place that we want to start networking as well. But then in terms of the initial go-to-market strategy, I think we're going to go with the crypto space all around the world. But in terms of mainstream adoption, we're looking at more of the tier 1 cities like LA, New York, maybe Japan, maybe Malaysia.
What is the attraction point for creators to actually use Only1?
Yeah, so I think this is where I should explain how Only1 works. I think we haven't done that so far. So basically every creator, as I said, they want to monetize their social media activity. That's very simple and easy to understand. However, on traditional social media, it's hard to do that. So they resort to solutions like Patreon, which they allow their subscribers to pay on Patreon a monthly fee to support their YouTube videos or whatever content they're producing. So we're basically a decentralized version of Patreon where every creator, say Choco, you are a YouTuber or something, right? You can come to Only1 and then we will create a staking pool for you. It's called the Choco staking pool, and our token is called LIKE, the social media LIKE, exactly. So people can stake LIKE token in Choco staking pool. The APY on that pool would change according to how active you are as a creator. So the more active you are, the higher the APY, the more likely users will stake tokens in your pool. The creator would actually earn 1% of that pool every month. So that is why creators would want to start staking pool. It's like this is a side avenue for them to make money. And then also, we've been talking about NFTs, right? So on our platform, we're not exactly doing collectible NFTs. We're not doing regular pictures, selling that and stuff. Every creator has one staking pool, and they also have one, what we call Genesis NFT. Think of it like a membership card. There's only one per creator, and if I bought this NFT from you, Choco, the creator, then I would also earn 0.5% from your staking pool every month. That is basically like me investing into you as a creator. And of course, I can resell it, right? And you will earn royalties.
So it's not only about trading, it's not only about sell and buy, minting, but it also has a staking pool for the users to also earn through staking in the creators. And also creators get to earn from the staking pool, and the buyers get to earn from the staking pool as well.
Correct. Now you must be thinking, where is this token coming from, right?
Yeah.
Because we can't just, the system cannot operate where there's only an outflow and no inflow, which is like the problem I talked about with earlier DeFi platforms, right? And so we took a lot of the lessons from Axie Infinity. They also have staking pool that give out tokens, along with a lot of other protocols, to be honest. And most of them have one assumption, which is they're going to reach a level of user adoption that can generate some revenue that can cover for the outflow. So for example, on our marketplace, every transaction, the platform will be taking 2.5% of the token. If you buy and sell $1 million, you're going to take 250K, I think, or the 25K from that transaction. And then that will go back to the treasury pool. So that's the inflow. So the inflow and outflow needs to balance. Ideally, the inflow is more than outflow. So that's the underlying assumption to make this work. And I think that's the same underlying assumption across many other platforms, right? So the vesting schedule for the staking pool reward is 60 months. So over 60 months, we need to reach this point of equilibrium.
So the next question, I'm going to ask something to do with the LIKE tokens. What are the other benefits of LIKE token holders?
So there's a few things. Number one is, as I said, you can stake LIKE tokens in creator staking pools to support them. Therefore, it's also the reward for the creators. And on the other hand, you can use LIKE token to bid on the marketplace for these Genesis NFT and in the future other types of NFT as well. It's also the governance. But in this, we're not just saying governance like any other platform. This is not just about proposing and voting for future platform development plans, but we're also doing something we call proof of content. It's the consensus mechanism for content regulation. We want to create a DAO that regulates the type of content on the platform instead of having a centralized body to control and really censor different types of content. So every DAO member has the right to vote up or down certain influencer or their content, and if enough have voted them down, the creator staking pool will actually be slashed, meaning they will earn less reward because they've been posting bad content. So that's like a new way of consensus mechanism. Finally, you can also donate.
And next question, this is something to do with the interaction with the creators. Now, there are a lot of platforms are using one-way interaction. The creators and influencers get buried with thousands of comments. So is there any two-way interaction that is implemented by Only1?
If you look at social platform, vaguely defined as any platform with people socializing with each other, then you can see things like WhatsApp or even like Telegram. You can consider those as social platforms. And those are really like two ways because there's always people communicating. It's not about everyone talking to one celebrity. And then if you look at Instagram, I think it's more halfway because some people are really famous and they never reply. There's like a whole spectrum. And if you look at things like, I don't know, Tinder, then it's always two ways as well. For us, it's kind of more halfway as well because those people that are following a creator, obviously there's more fans than creator, right? But then we're also having this feature called Genesis NFT, which is the NFT I was talking about. You essentially become a partner with the creator. So on the platform, you can actually see like Choco creator, Genesis NFT owner is Leon, and we actually would have a direct communication point. So imagine if PewDiePie was on Only1 and you can buy PewDiePie's Genesis NFT, you would become a direct contact of PewDiePie, which is something you can't do in any other platforms. And then also for the staking pool, in the future, we might create some access points. If you have stake in influencer for X amount of tokens, then you can do certain things with the creators.
Just now you have mentioned actually the fans and the creator is kind of like in a collaboration kind of condition because they're in align with the benefits. So may I know like what can be done by the creator and the fans together to optimize the return in staking pool?
The APY for the staking pool depends on how active the creator is, not just on Only1, but on other platforms. So the algorithm takes into Oracle data using APIs from things like Twitter to see how active this user has been. So the way, one of the metrics we look at would be how engaging the fan base is back to the creator. So I guess the way to optimize the staking pool reward would be to really have more social interaction. And we're working on things like bot prevention to make sure no one can spam and really jack up the number without real activity. So I think the answer to that would be just to genuinely use social media and communicate and connect with people more. And that would optimize for the APY.
And next question, how do you envision Only1 in, let's say, 3 years from now?
We're trying to create a Web3 version of social media, and we're starting off by becoming a monetization tool for creators. So right now, I think we are basically, the short answer is we want to become the biggest social media in the crypto space. Right now, obviously, there are competitors and we're doing things differently. So I guess we gotta have to stay innovative to be competitive. And also, I think the cryptocurrency industry is more and more getting ready for real mainstream adoption as well. I think we're going to see more and more mainstream users coming in as well. But right now, the space is still rather small. Like 2 trillion is not a big number in the grand scheme of things. One listed company can cover up the whole industry. So I think the future for Only1 would be to become the biggest social media, and we're the first to be built on Solana, which I feel like is the solution to scalability in consumer applications.
Actually, people seem like underestimated social depths. And nowadays, crypto people, actually, we spend a lot of time heavily on Twitter and Discord. So do you think Only1 going to be the Instagram of blockchain in the future?
We're right now being more general purpose because we're not targeting a specific niche. Like, for example, Twitch is heavily in gaming, OnlyFans is in adult space. I think as any startups, we always respond to the market. We launch with something, we learn from it, and then we go forward. So right now, if you ask me, gun to my head, what we're going to be in 3 years, I would say we are a combination of Instagram and Patreon.
So where can we find more updates about Only1 on the online?
Yeah, for timely updates, do go to our Twitter at Only1NFT or follow us on Discord and Telegram as well. Links on our Twitter page. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll share the links after this video so you guys can go check out the websites, the Twitter, and go follow. So constantly check out the updates. Guys, don't forget to follow and subscribe our channel for more crypto-related content. I will see you in the next video. Thank you, Leon, for the time. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Choco.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.